People want what people want. There's every once in a while I kind of think maybe what I'm perceiving is really like a stage at which an ideology in anybody's mind, whether it's right or left, they get past, they fuck with the part of their brain that's like, oh, that's what they're all tripping off of. Did you just somehow turn right off into the fucking... Oh no, that's a cop parked all funny. I park right here. GTA, bitch. GTA cops. No, I'm kidding. But there's some kind of event here. Let me show you. I think a bicyclist was hit. This is a very, very, and I don't know if you saw how can you see that? So it's very foggy, and this is kind of a dip along here. This road is where it sinks. There's actually hills to one side, and then far, far, far off to the other side there's hills. But this is this stretch that I'll walk that's fundamentally kind of the waterway that would go between. It's at the bottom of both hills, right? And that's where they built the schools, and so, and they have fields out here to run and things like that. And so what you got, so whenever I show you guys, that's where I'm walking. And so what's going on is you could get some real thick fog here, only, like in certain areas, and just, it will be early. There's that blue, that weird blue kind of thing at dawn. People are in a bike lane. There's frost. It happens. It's unfortunate, but it happens. It's one of those things about having. That's one of the things that a lot of liberals don't really get, is that there's only so many people who they can physically endure taking a bike to work. This is this weird one of the, so yeah, people don't want that. Old women don't want to bike to work for their entire fucking adult lives. That's not why they got a job that's difficult. They can't bike to work in office clothes. It's that kind of thing, that this is this idea that it's not necessarily a bad idea, but most people don't want that. And then there's this stage, and I recently ran into this with a tofu man, that he kind of had the mentality of, he clearly expressed, I don't know how much somebody with experience knows that people don't want that. So it's like, because I said to him, he was talking about like a corkboard at the place that we work. And I said, have you ever managed a corkboard in this community? Because it sucks. It sucks managing just a corkboard in this community. Because people are weird as hell about corkboards. They want to put up all kinds of fucking flyers about all kinds of stupid shit. And huge ones. Do they use thumbtacks? No. They use the brass tacks. They use the tacks that are harder to get up. They tape it with, they tape it on with weird pieces of tape, like blue electrical tape and blue packaging tape. And you're just like, this is so easy. You plastic thumbtack dummy. I left 20 of them on the corkboard. Why didn't you use it? But, he didn't know that. But when I mentioned something about, have you ever done that here? He just has this look on his face, and it's this thing that he doesn't get. Nobody likes corkboards. A local is trying to hep you to the game, tofu man. And it's but he couldn't handle that. And so there we go. That even when you're seeing this with the Republicans, that Trump is what's up. And why is Trump what's up? Because Trump told a fat woman, shut up, fatty, fundamentally. And it was funny. The way he sat down fatty was funny. Rosie O'Donnell looked stupid. It was a dope snap. Trump drops dope snaps on people, and people don't like it. And his staff drops dope snaps on people. You know, most of the women around Trump have said something that is a sick ass snap, and that's one of the things about that shows a major difference between the political sides. Can you bust a snap on somebody? The left can't bust snaps whatsoever anymore. They just can't do it. And that's what do people like? They like when somebody can bust snaps. You know, that's it. I mean, to the point that, like, Big Narsty has a television show in Britain. I'm not sure if it's still on. People aren't tuning into Big Narsty because Big Narsty is such a handsome fellow. Big Narsty is charismatic. He's a very good conversationalist, and he busts snaps. Like, he had this one comedian on there, and they were busting snaps back and forth, and it was boss stuff. It was Big Narsty who could give as good as he could get, and this guy was giving as good as he could get, and it was dope. It was real dope. Not many people could do that anymore. The left has almost nobody who could bust legitimate snaps. They need a writer. They need a week to think about it. They're going to get back to you and hit you back on Instagram with a comeback. The comebacks are usually effeminate and lame, and it just, nobody wants that. So what happened when the Republican Party had somebody who busted snaps and made people cry? That they were like, oh, nobody wants that. And it's like, actually, no, we totally want that. The people who aren't even in your party want that. You know, like, what's up? Why are you doing that? Why are you fucking this up? You know, Rakim, you need Eric B, bro. So it was just one of these moments where I was like, now seeing how there's this group that's still holding out on this. And it's like, what are you trying to fight here? And then it's like, oh, no, I'm thinking about this all wrong. You just simply don't accept people don't want what you want. Like, you just cannot accept this at all. Like, there's just some part of you that you just can't do it. You just can't walk through. This is what they like because of these reasons. Especially when you have this overwhelming number of people who could tell you what the reasons are. And so because that's then the next thing that kind of threw me off was when I sat back and I was like, why does, like, say, like, Cenk is famous for this? That he even will have a guest or a debate, as he likes to call his debates, you know, that the person is saying what their political interests are. They're saying what their perspective is. And Cenk starts doing this kind of translation for his audience. Now, of course, because, you know, Cenk has to go up against people who won't, you know, dress him down and start calling him names and busting snaps, you know. They typically, people go along with it. You know, the people, that's the point of the right. The right has to let the madmen and lunatics and inferiors kind of gas themselves out until, you know, you can sit them down and kind of talk them through, like, this is why you're bad. So, but that, of course, doesn't happen with Cenk because he runs the clock out or he has a moderator that saves him, something like that. But what hit me was, at some point I realized that Cenk is one of these people who he can't deal with. People don't want what you want. And that's just never going to happen in his mind. He cannot believe that. He has overwhelming evidence that large swaths of the country don't want what he wants. And it's not that that it's just complete and total differences of the outcomes people want. No, it has to be some pathologizing thing. It can't be like, no, I totally respect that people who are all fucked up want this. But it's like, but I mean, it's just at a certain point, it's like, yeah, we'll see how you like that. And now, to that section of it, let's see how they like that shit now that they got it. 2,500 cops in New York are gone from this year. That's 5 police a day resigning. 5 police a day resign from the New York fucking police department. They're screwed this summer. I, a day ago, had a moment where my mind went boing, and I was like, summer 2024 is going to be lit in a weird and scary way. One of the most important is going to be that New York City is going to be as hot as a sauna, and it's going to be fucked up. I'm thinking it's going to be fucked up, because there's going to be all kinds of funding issues. They can't even fund the police academies anymore for New York. They're cutting down on even the academy program, so they're screwed. And what their power players are going to have to do to the politicians to get them to toes to the line, you're going to do now, is going to be fascinating. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. But really, as what history tends to show, as New York City collapses, the entire state, and it's happening already, starts turning a bit more red. Eventually, you get Pataki and you get Giuliani again. And that will happen. That will. One of the main reasons is because New York also has not stopped building. They have a humongous building boom going on there, even though the prices of, say, their highest priced condos are dropping to the point that they're worth what they were in 2003 to 1990s levels in some cases in Manhattan. There's a lot of people who are losing a lot of money on the Democrats. You get what you fucking deserve. And locally, one of the schools had to change its conference, even though in changing the conference, they upended a generations-long tradition of the local schools playing against one another, which was a wonderful tradition. It's like that part of my mind, like, I'm not into football, but people like it. So, and everyone's happy and tips on the day that they're having Civil War games and everything. I'm like, yeah, everyone's happy. What could it's that good Orthodox Christian way of thinking about it. Well, is everybody happy? Yeah. Well, what are you worried about then? Oh, well, yeah, I guess I'm over concerned about other people's behavior, aren't I? Yes, you are. So, now they're out of the conference. And I knew immediately it was the horrible, cynical part of me. And then this kid informs me what they said was it will cause people to transfer to the school and ensure that people who basically they're going to do their graduate work there, it was money. It was money. And because they can't keep the school going because it's a mill now. It doesn't have the prestige it did, and you don't come out of it earning the way you used to. And so yeah, they've come up with chicanery, so it could become like this sports thing, sports temple that has something loosely to do with education. Truly the sign of an end of the Democratic era. The liberals, they can't even educate their own children anymore. Not even trying. Oregon's laws about you could practice law without graduating. You could go through high school without being up to standard in reading and in mathematics. They can't educate their own children anymore. It's just all fake it to make it. And it's just sad. Because that's it's a tradition that now is gone because of corporatism. But the best part about it is, all of you will know the irony. The students get what they fucking deserve. Oh, they get what they fucking deserve. So, what was it? There was another one that was they get what they fucking deserve. Oh, now there's the everyone is scared of memes. Everyone is so scared of the memes that are coming. The memes yet to come. What memes may come? Yes. That they're already trying to prepare. How do we arrest people for memes? You see that one dude, they are making sure to try to do this balloon, weather balloon, this test to see, can we start arresting people if they have really dank memes? That's obviously what the idea is. Carpe diem, that's it. And can we arrest people for beating us at propaganda? Can we throw people who have their own interests at heart and do it better than us? And can we literally punish people who do things better than us? Can we arrest somebody for being better than our side? And that's what that case is really about with Carpe Diem. We can't propagandize. Our politicians aren't really popular. People like this show everybody because it's so funny. We also are not that bright. A lot of our people aren't that bright. So, this guy, and now everyone knows, fuck him, arrest him, Send the Lilliputian police after him, And it only makes them look worse, but but it doesn't matter. They don't know what people want, and they refuse to give them what they want. And that was at Disney. Disney really made me, Ronna McDaniel and Disney made me see it. Ronna McDaniel is, sitting there losing money. The Republican Party is now losing money because of Ronna McDaniel and these people who keep saying, no, you guys don't want Trump. Even though he's overwhelmingly, obviously, the leader of the party. And this is the aspect of it that I'm realizing. This is the part that the Democrats, they don't get Ronna McDaniel is like what's happening to them. When they don't get what they want, this is why. There's these people who are the gatekeepers, and wow, that's cold. My body doesn't like this anymore. I don't like what you're doing to me. This is unpleasant. But Ronna McDaniel's is something that a lot of the liberals and the Democrats really should pay attention to, because they keep wondering, why when it gets to they got it, they're at the 20-yard line, and why do the Democrats suddenly botch it? They don't realize how their party is structured, and that there's the people have no say over the leadership, while the Republicans are able to tackle their leadership because of the structure of the party. It's the way it's actually designed, and so it's actually really interesting. Now, to see how the Ronna McDaniel thing, it's going to be kind of neat. I want to see how the lefties talk about it, because it'll be kind of fascinating, because they can't do this. They can't unseat their top people. What's that one guy, with the bald guy, the old dude who's the strategist, who's always telling them, you need to do this, and then they don't do it. I can't believe he's like 100 years old now, but he still looks like he's like 70. It'll come to me. Well, you guys always know. You guys always pop it in there. Such sharp-witted fellows. A sharp-witted bunch of fellows you are. Yeah. Had to get another pair of, just when it comes up, suspenders. Remember that post? Oh, yeah. And I just saw something. I was like, it would be nice to make sure that I had suspenders that fit, and maybe start wearing them again. It's just that I won't wear suspenders with sneakers. And, it's just not, no, I'm not doing it. And so I have to find a really comfortable light work boot of some sort. Like something that's not like, I don't know, Doc Marten's not like a real boot. I don't know. If you want to have fun with everybody, what you do is you wear one of these. Let me show you. This is hilarity. You wear your American flag keffiyeh. Yeah, that's what you do. So you get everybody like going, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, bro? What's up with you, dude? Okay, well, it's nice and early, so I'm thinking I'm going to mess around with Laundry and Eve Online, because I finally figured something out about my room that I've had to face for a while, and it's just now I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to buy one of these. I don't like buying things, important critical things. I don't like spending good money on, like a stubborn old person who keeps buying things that don't work suddenly. So my big thing now is that there's certain articles of furniture that I'm like, no, you have to buy that. And you have to assemble it and put it all together. It doesn't matter if you don't want to, because otherwise you can't get your space set up so that you can really, you see, the way that electrical stuff is in here, the way that things are, it's just that it's like, no, really, this is a real mess of a space because of how much stuff I have. And so I actually need certain articles of furniture that are very fundamental to put my shit into and put my shit onto and things like that. So the project goes on. Probably, I'm honestly thinking that my goal is that early February I'll be doing spinning records again. If everything goes well, they sold the building, we'll see what happens. That's another thing that's going to be interesting, is going to see what's going on with the local real estate. This is one of these areas that got way hot. Eugene got way hot for people to move to, and then suddenly it went way, I didn't show you guys all the guys just camping out on the block. Like kids going to their fucking college classes, walking past the fucking tents. Whew, holy shit. Well, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.